Okay, so I am going to wait because I know that nobody may know that I'm on here. Good rising to everyone who might come across this video, you guys. I am looking forward to sharing this message. Um, what is that? I'm seeing a reflection of something. Oh, a reflection of the window. Okay, never mind. Anyway, okay, whatever. So yeah, I'm really excited and looking forward to this reading. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. You guys, it's getting chilly. It is getting chilly. That's why your girl is in her house coat, honey, her robe, because we got the heat on 80 in here. I got my robe on so that I can definitely feel cozy and warm. And I'm sipping on some tea. I'm sipping on some country peach tea. Um, I forget who it's by, but I love it. Ever since I tasted it, I've been in love. And it's all to just warm up my inside. I hate this time of year. I wish I didn't. I wish I liked it more. I like it because you get to put clothes on, like more clothes, but I'm really not the type to have on. Okay, that's TMI. I like it because you get to look cute and stuff, like getting more clothing, but I don't like it because I just don't like the cold like that. Period. All right. I feel like there's a lot of energy, so I'm gonna go ahead and start because this can be forever, and I don't want it to take too long. I want to talk about the messages, and then if it takes longer, I want it to be because we're dialoguing and we're talking to each other as people come on. Okay. So the title of this, oh, it's 222. The title of this was talking about accept what's ending, basically accept what's ending, accept what's dying. And I feel like that's definitely fitting, especially since we're moving into fall, or we're in fall, basically, right? We're in fall moving into winter. um Fall is where you begin to notice that things are dying. Aha, thank you, spirit, you just gave that to me. Hi, Uba Asterian. Graham. Girl, don't make me blush, girl, stop. She said, grand rising, gorgeous. Girl, thank you. You were so kind. So kind. But we're in fall, right? And that's what spirit just brought it to my memory. We're in fall, and fall is when we start to take notice that things are changing, things are preparing to die, right? Listen, now if y'all about to fall, you know what, guys? Give me a minute. Let me just throw everything on the floor that's gonna fall on the floor because it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to clean that up later. Give me a minute. I'm making a mess. All right, there we go. She said, blush away. So, Spirit is saying for us to go ahead, and we are picking up on the fact that, okay, things are dying, things are ending. And when it's talking about death, it's just talking about transformations. It's talking about changes that are taking place in every aspect of our lives, whether that's work, life, relationships. With life, definitely relationships go in that. So I can just say, but life. Life in general, things are changing, things are shifting, things are dying so that they can be reborn in a different way, or so that something that is old can be renewed. Okay, moving on. So the first card, when I was asking spirit, you know I asked spirit about the energies of today. That's always my question. What's going on with us, spirit? What's happening, right? The first card that came, well, first, before I do those, let me go ahead and talk about the signs who may most resonate with this rising energy reading. Okay, I've got Pisces here. Pisces in the building. That could be anywhere in your charts, okay? Aries, anywhere in your charts. Sagittarius, anywhere in your charts. Aquarius, anywhere in your chart. Libra, anywhere in your chart. Virgo, anywhere in your chart. And Capricorn, anywhere in your chart. Okay, so those are the signs who are going to really most resonate a great deal with this reading and the things that come out in the energy. Okay, again, it's a general reading, so any and everybody, any sign, this is going to resonate with you. But if you have those signs that I just called in certain places in your chart, that's probably where it's going to hit you and resonate with you the most, or it just will, period, in general. This is life energy, so you're bound to get touched by some of the messages that's coming through. So the first thing is that we need to accept what's dying. Accept what's dying. Accept what's changing. Don't necessarily try to resist the damn changes. Pay attention to the fact that something is changing. Pay attention to what you're seeing. Like, oh, that's like you are recognizing patterns now, right? We are recognizing cycles. So a lot of us already know some stuff is getting ready to change. It's getting ready to end, whether that change means an ending or a refabricating of it, a rearranging of it. We got to accept it first in order for it to take place. The next card that came out from the Melanated Tarot, that was from the Divine Energy Oracle. The next card that came out was the Fool, guys. So what I saw out of that, first two messages I see is accept what's changing and then expect something new. New beginnings here, okay? This is also about taking a risk about something. So, of course, I had to ask Spirit, like, okay, what is this Fool card here for, right? So clarifying the Fool card immediately, what is this new beginning about? That's what I was like, what's this new beginning about? Because I knew that it was a new beginning. I just knew that. So what is the new beginning in regards to? What are the energies surrounding this new beginning? And I got the 5 of Cups. I got the 5 of Cups here. So the 5 of Cups always gives me depression. It gives me regret. It gives me crying over spilled milk, right? So the fact that we're having to accept what's coming to an end, that we're having to accept that a relationship, a partnership, a job, a cycle even in our life is coming to an end, no matter how that could apply. That could apply that it could just be your mindset, okay? Cups deal with the mental to me. Cups deal with the emotional to me. So it could be the fact that it's time for you to literally shift, right, out of a mentality that you've been in. It's time for you to shift from a different emotional state that you've been in to something different. This is where I felt like the new beginning was happening. So it's happening mentally and it's happening emotionally, right? So that was a beautiful energy. Where there used to be depression, there won't be. Where there used to be a form of regret because of how things went or how things ended, or maybe you don't like, I'm hearing the line about Sid Shaw in the Brown Sugar story with Taye Diggs and Sanaa Lathan, where she's like, I wanted things to change, but not like this, right? Some of us could have been asking for change. We've been doing our rituals, whether that's just simply sending up a prayer to the Most High. You've been doing something asking about change, and now the changes are beginning to take place, and you're like, but wait, no, I wasn't ready, or no, I didn't want it like that. I wanted the change to only happen over here. But see, Spirit knows what needs to change in us first, because we be praying about outside people. We be praying about extenuating circumstances, sometimes without considering the fact that, hey, it's me that needs to change. It's my mentality that needs to change. It's the way that I'm perceiving this that needs to change. And I feel like that's what this 5 of Cups energy is about. Yes, it could very well be in regards to somebody was depressed, mourning, or in despair or regret behind a relationship. But more importantly, I feel like it's that, plus it's your mentality. That's changing. You know, and for some of us, that's a scary ass change because we've been in this mindset for a long time. For a long time. Uba Asterian says we just have to accept how the change comes. Yes, we do, because we don't have control over this change. as much as we'd like to think that we do. When we give something to the creator, or when we set our intentions and we ask for what we ask for, yeah, you can have some specifics, and there's nothing wrong with that, except for if your specifics would cause you to not get what spirit has for you. And I feel that spirit will trump your specifics if it's not in alignment with what they got for you. So, as Uba says, it's wise for us to send up our petitions, but not be so connected, or not have so much, or try to have so much control over how that change take place that you don't notice when the change is actually happening, because you're looking for something different. And because it didn't look like that, now you feeling like, oh my God, regret. No, you gotta change. This has changed you. Whatever this Five of Cups energy is in regards to, you prayed for this one too. And you got it. You just didn't like the way that change has been coming. You don't like the shifts and the way that spirit has been using this Five of Cups scenario to change your mental. It's scary. It's scary, but it is necessary. Hi, Fit Goddess 1111 Cortez. Hello to you too, honey. Hello. So yeah, you guys, like, listen, this new beginning is with our mentality and our emotional state. Okay, so I believe that got to die. That's part of what's changing too, whether we want it to or not, whether we feel like we're ready for it or not, it is changing. Okay, and I know that's to be true because the next card that came out in clarification of this new beginnings, in clarification of this Fool card, we got the wheel. And the wheel is talking about the completion of something, the completion of a cycle, the completion and the ending, honey, of this mentality of regret, of crying over what's been done, what you cannot change. That's over. A depression, feeling of depression, of despair, like, woe is me, nothing ever goes right for me. Like, all that's about to change. Because spirit ain't got time for you to be wallowing in self-pity anymore. Spirit don't got time for you to be crying over a relationship that served its purpose for you. It affected change. And that's what spirit was trying to get anyway. So it's time out for that. The Wheel of Fortune is here, baby. That cycle is over. It's over. And I mean, how fitting is this for a new beginning? How fitting is this for the Fool card? Like, I even get the vibe that whether you want to take this risk or not, spirit has already set it up, that it's coming. This is inevitable. The last card that came out was the Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? And for some reason, I got the vibe that this is coming out of emotional turmoil. This is you coming out of having this woe as me. Wait a minute, what the hell am I trying to say? Yeah, woe is me attitude in regards to things that you're passionate about, in regards to something that is spiritually connected to you. You're going to move from just the abstract, you're going to move from the emotional and the mental into actually taking accountability for how shit is moving in your life. You're going to get in control. You're going to become grounded. You're going to get out of this watery, super emotional ass state. And you're going to move to being grounded. You're going to move to taking action, okay, to create security for yourself, resources for yourself. And not only for you, but what I always get from the Queen of Pentacles energy is the resources and the security that you create for yourself, you're going to be able to help other people with that. So this is about bossing up to me. This is about the divine feminine. It doesn't have to only be the divine feminine. It could be anyone. But I feel this is about the divine feminine. For some of you, this is not every divine feminine. Okay? I feel like this could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean lady who's got Capricorn in a very Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in very important places in her chart. Like, oh, say her moon or her Venus or her Mercury. Or maybe her Neptune. Okay, these are areas where I feel like you can have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And when it comes to grounding or taking action, you could have that, like, so maybe in your Mars or in one of the houses, like the second house or something like that, you could have Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But grounding is about to happen. So that's great news, in my opinion, baby. Bossing up is about to happen. You're moving from just being in your mind to actually making this shit real, actually seeing the benefits of it as well. Because a lot of you guys, you've been putting in the work, but you haven't been seeing that coin to you. You don't feel like your business has really taken off. You could have a spiritual business where you feel like, oh my God, my clientele hasn't really picked up yet. But don't worry, because that's coming. That's coming. The work that you put in, the cycle that just came before this, it's what's ushering in this change. Okay, so that is beautiful energy, beautiful energy. Fit Goddess 1111 Cortez says yes, and then she says, my Mars is Scorpio. See, and to me, that dying, it's about death and rebirth. So Scorpio, and then you know what? You know what? In one of my other readings for Uba Asterian this morning, the Pluto energy, it was surrounding her situation, but I also feel like it was perfect because Venus is in Scorpio right now, or like there are planets in Scorpio. So a lot of our relationships could be affected by the Scorpio moon and all that kind of stuff. There could be deep things that we have to take into consideration, deep things that we're having to face, even about ourselves, which could be the reason for this feeling of despair and this crying and being emotional, maybe even having some regrets, maybe even questioning what's going on in my life. Why am I not manifesting what it is that I want to manifest when it comes to my businesses or my relationships or what it is that I'm super passionate about? Why isn't that working? And it could simply be because we need to shift our own mentality, which is coming. So we got the boss up. That's not the first time we heard that. That's been coming up for a couple months. Okay, a couple months. And Uva Asterian says, and there's that confirmation. Yeah, man. Yeah. And the overall energy for the cards that I use to clarify the Melanated Tarot deck with the Fool card is the Hanged Man. And for me, we have been in a period of suspension. We've been in a period, I think, even of being hidden. We've been in a period of non-movement. That's what this represents for me, but it's still about to shift. So that's confirmation that, okay, so your business hasn't taken off, the one that you're passionate about, you're the one that you feel a very strong sense of desire and spiritual connection to. That's okay. You were being held back for a purpose. Maybe it was simply because your mind needed to shift. Maybe it was simply because there are people who needed to be excommunicated out of your life, and life and cycles had to go on so that that could happen. Certain things in the supernatural were being moved and changed behind closed doors so that in the physical, these people, these places, these things, these ideas, these situations could be moved out of the way. Hence change, hence accept what is dying, hence transformations. That's why some of us have been in suspension, because people, places, things, and ideas that we may have cannot come with us. They can't come with us. You can't sit here. Feeling of depression, you can't sit here anymore because I'm a boss. Feeling of me thinking that I don't have everything that it takes within me to manifest my desires, they've got to go, because you can't sit with us anymore. Simple as that. So that's why we were in a period of suspension. Let me move on, because I don't want this to be a really long one. When I asked about the energies of the day, I got the water card in reverse, which makes sense to me. Normally, because it's an oracle card, I'm only led to read the reversals when I'm led by spirit to read the reversals. Other than that, I would have turned this up right. But I get the vibe that this is all in alignment with the other messages. We're moving out of this, just this emotional state, or this just being in this, allowing our emotions to control our mental, which causes us not to actually take action with certain things that are really important for us to take action on. And we're moving into clarity. We're moving into clear communication, you guys. Yep. Uba Steri says everybody can't go. That's right, sis. And every mindset that we have within us can't stay. So it's not only about other people, though, of course, it applies to people, places, things, any now, it applies. It also applies to the ideas that we have that cannot stay, that cannot stay. Okay. So with the water being here and we're moving into the air, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, Libra signs. Okay. So we can have that very important in our chart somewhere. We are moving from just working in our water and allowing the water to keep us in suspension, allowing water to keep us from inaction, allowing our water, our emotional state to keep us from movement, into having some type of clear communication, some reason, some logic, a plan. Whew. Ooh. This is what's going to move us forward. And guess what the overall energy of that deck was? Uranus. And Uranus talks about big changes, moving forward. It talks about the idea of having freedom, being one's authentic and individual self. So a lot of us could be connected, be it friends, family, or romantic partner, husband, wife, significant other, whatever the case may be. We can be connected to people where we are not being our true authentic self, okay? Where you're not moving according to what Spirit is telling you to do as far as taking action, okay? And because of that, we've been allowing our emotions to dictate how we move, and then we wondering why shit ain't going the way we want it to. Because first of all, bro, you're not listening to what Spirit is telling you to do, which is planning on making big shifts in your life, big shifts for you and everybody that's connected to you. So that water energy is changing. That water energy is being put on hold right now. That water energy is going in suspension. It's going to be held back like a dam so that clarity can come in and communication can come in that's going to put us on the path to truth. Some things are going to be revealed, guys. Y'all, I'm trying not to preach. I really am, but it's in me. I guess it's because my daddy was a preacher. I was a preacher, before I came out of the church. I mean, it was long, it was short-lived, but nevertheless, I did it. It's like, it's just in me to do. Guys, truth is about to come out. Revelations are about to come forth. Court cases and court proceedings are about to be acted upon for some of us. Okay, this is about the justice card. I'm getting the justice card vibe here. But it's all about truth, things being revealed, balance being restored. Water and air. It's been too much water. So that's why this is being blocked and held back. And now we got to bring in the logic, my brother and my sister. We got to bring in the mental. We got to bring in the reasoning. We got to bring in, okay, so you got this vision, sis or bro. You are a visionary. You understand spiritually where you're supposed to go, but how are we going to plan this out? How are we going to get this to come into fruition? Moving on. In order to bring about the freedom and the changes that we want to see, not only in our life, but in the lives of those who are connected to us, and in the bigger picture, which is the world at large. Okay, moving on. I asked Spirit about what was going on in the romantic and love aspect. And let me tell you what Spirit said. Let me breathe. Let me take a sip from my cup. Let me take a sip from my cup. I got to breathe because I'm getting excited and I'm holding my breath at the same time because obviously it's an important message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, angels of the Most High God, of the source, of the creator of heaven, earth, you and me. Thank you for these beautiful messages that are coming through for your people. For those who are yielding themselves to your spirit, for those, even if they're not yielding themselves to your spirit, they are called by your spirit. And so there's nothing that they can do to run away from the call that you have on them. Thank you for all of it. Thank you for all of it. So with the love energy, when I ask Spirit, what's going on over there? Spirit says, love yourself first. Love yourself first. I really feel like that's about focusing on you. That's about focusing on what spirit is telling you that you need to do for you. That's about putting you first and how non-selfish that is. For those of us who got Libra in our chart, it is hella hard for us to really get this. How do I know that? Because my Libra is that's my rising sign. I am a Libra. Not only that, my north node is in Aries, and that automatically makes my south node Libra. So what I'm supposed to be striving for and attaining towards is being independent, being a leader, being a trailblazer, understanding that I can get things done by myself, even if I don't have the support of others who I feel that I should have the support from. I'm just saying, I gotta say what spirit tells me to say, so it is what it is. Okay. And so with us who have Libra in our chart, we have codependency issues like crazy because Libra is what? It's about relationships. We learn our best lessons. We learn the most pivotal, important lessons in our life because of the relationships that we have with people, be it family, friends, spouse, co-workers. We learn by dealing with people. Now that's everybody really and truly, but Libras, we have this hang up where we feel like we always got to have somebody, even if it's just one person. And sometimes, guys, we will destroy ourselves behind a relationship. We won't reach our fullest potential behind a relationship. And for those of us who have Aries and North Node, that is it's our job to learn how to be independent and to be in a relationship. I remember when Spirit gave that to me, I was super confused because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I get wrapped up in my relationships and I give everything. Well, not everything, but like, I don't know how to say it, but like with myself, with my mind, it's just totally in that person. I forget about myself and then I get mad because I'm wrapped up in this person and I realize and I look around that I ain't did shit for me. But the whole time, my Aries North Node has been telling me that it's okay to love yourself first. It's okay to put you first. You need to do that because of the Libra that you are. If you don't put your damn self first, you will get walked over. And you'll look around and you'll be like, what the flip? Well, when did this happen? When did I lose myself? Moving on. So that's the overall energy. And it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. But even more than just the romance, because this to me, this deck for me today is about the cups energy, which can deal with family, friends, co-workers, and lovers, right? So this is about every aspect of our lives, making sure that we're putting ourselves first, guys. Okay. This is about taking care of yourself. All the nurture, all the love, all the support, all the inspiration, all the speaking kind to other people that you do, my fellow Librans, wherever that may be in your chart, I know this will resonate with you. Where you do that for other people, do that for you first. That way you'll still have more. I'm speaking to myself, so please understand. Oh God, moving on. But even more importantly, I had to ask Spirit, what's going on with this energy? What you talking about? What is this about? One of the first cards that came out is Release Your Ex. Release your ex. But you know what? Even though this is about a love reading, right? I really feel like this is about releasing that old ass energy. This is why the Fool card showed up. Releasing those old mindsets, honey. Because now is the time to clear your energy. You can't bring this old baggage up in here no more, my brother or my sister. You can't bring it in here no more. You can't bring your old mentality of doing things anymore. If you want something new, if you want something fresh, you can't bring this old stuff in. You can't be crying over no damn spilled milk no more. You got to shake that off and decide to have hope. You got to shake that off and speak newness. With the 0, there are so many possibilities. It's pregnant with possibilities. Release that old ass energy, sis, whether that's in a man, a woman, or bro, release it, whether it's in a woman or a man, whatever. Release that energy, clear yourself. It's time to start over. The next card that came out was give your relationship a chance. Now, I do want to say that this can be the understanding of one actual love relationship or whatever, or it could be three totally different love energies. Take it as it resonates with you. If all three of these things plagued your relationship, it's for you in all three. If it was just one of these things or whatever, take it as such, okay? So release your ex was the first one. Give your relationship a chance. And it says work on your partnership. And I feel that the way that we're going to work on our partnership for some of us is the fact that we're going to love ourselves first. Partnership, that's still that Libra energy. That's Two of Cups energy. Soulmate energy. An agreement energy, whether it's with work, whatever, family. There is something that we agreed to, and it is really for our good, but we may have been fighting it because emotionally speaking, or because of the way that we've been set up mentally. Okay, we've been blocking and resisting this shit. Like, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want to change my mind. Even though we don't like the way things have been going. The person that's in your life, there's something about them that is here to affect this change in you that you're resisting. Moving on, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. You work on your partnership by doing for yourself, loving yourself, thinking about going inside and thinking about what is it that I really want? What is it that spirit is telling me that I need? What is it that spirit is telling me that they want me to do? And in doing that, you'll be working on leveling up on your side. And yes, that may very well make you even all the more attractive to your partner. Okay. Sacred Visions has said, oh my God, I'm missing so many comments. I'm sorry, guys. Sacred Vision said, ha! I was just about to say, preach! Laugh out loud. Uba Asterian says, I am guilty of this. Uba Asterian also says, but I am definitely learning. Uba Asterian says, yeah, you preaching. Let's grab my singing bowl and ring a little. She said, and ring a little something right quick. Go on, do it, girl. Get that singing bowl. Get that singing bowl. So then the last and final damn card, y'all, and I'm telling you, for some of us, all three of these cards are really applying to the same love connection. It's applying to the same relationship. Again, whether it's family, friends, or spouse or lover, okay? All of these is applying to everything. Some of us need to release our ex because we're back here thinking about somebody from the past, maybe how they did us. It could be as simple as you're thinking about how they did you, whether it was for the positive or the negative. And spirit is like, you need to let that go, sis. You can't move forward in this relationship for real, because you over here thinking about old boy and what he did. Okay. Abandonment issues. That's for me. That may be for somebody else, but abandonment issues was for me. So it's like, I can't even fully give my relationship a chance. I can't even fully put my whole all into this relationship because I'm scared. Nah, nigga, you might leave me. I know I got time for that. I'm not going to put my all up into this and you might go somewhere. That's crying over spilled milk, honey. Crying over spilled milk. Give your relationship a chance. And then let go of control issues. Let go of control issues. Let go of control issues. Let go. It says, allow this situation to unfold naturally. So there are some of us. Oh, I got to speak, spirit, because I got to say what I'm hearing you tell me. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm going to leave you alone in like 2.5 seconds. Spirit is saying, you've asked us to assist you with this. This is what I said a little bit earlier, remember? But we're trying to talk about specifics about how it's supposed to go. In order for us to know that it's real, in order for us to know that spirit is the one that's working, in order for us to have this confirmation that spirit, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what I'm supposed to be, this is who I'm supposed to be with, I need you to do it this way. That's being controlling. See? And then when it don't happen that way, you're going to miss the damn shift. You're going to miss the damn transformation. You're going to miss the change because it didn't look like what the freak you thought it should look like. Because, hey, spirit, I asked for something specific. Because it didn't happen specifically like I thought it was supposed to happen, I'm up in arms, spirit. I got a bone to pick with you, spirit. Spirit said, let go of control issues. Allow this to happen and unfold naturally, sis. Naturally, my brother. Don't try to be like, if this don't happen in 6 months, then I'm gonna move around. Don't try to make it like you got to do this in order to prove to me that we're gonna be back together, in order to prove to me that you really care about me. No, let this happen organically. Moving on from that situation, I pray that that resonates with all who is supposed to. And last but not least, I asked Spirit for an affirmation card, and what I got was Girasol quartz. Girasol quartz, and it says, "This has slapped me like, pow, 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 pow. Like it had like punched me all up in my face when I read it, and I was like, all right, whatever, all right, okay." I'm about to let y'all hear what it says. So it says, okay, first let me let you guys see it. This is the Girasol quartz. Very pretty. It says, have you noticed that people and situations, excuse me, are reflecting your feelings or thoughts? Have you noticed? Have you noticed that people have been like mirrors to you and what you got going on really inside of yourself? Have you noticed that? I'm just asking. That's what Spirit is asking me to ask you. So I'm obedient to Spirit. Have you noticed? I know I have. Okay. Whether I want to admit that or not, because it's even the negative shit. It's all the stuff that I actually don't like. Moving on. Literally sipping my tea, my peach tea. It says, pay attention to the messages that these mirrors provide. Instead of us getting angry at what all the people around us are really reflecting about ourselves, we're supposed to be learning, y'all. We're supposed to be studying. Goddamn. Spirit, you're speaking to me. You are speaking to me. We get so frustrated and we get angry and we get upset and we talk about how nobody is supposed to treat me like this and I deserve better, when we don't realize that the people that we're in association with, those who are acting all this way that we feel that we don't deserve, we don't realize that a lot of times we did it to us first. And that's what Spirit be trying to show us in these people. Hey sis, hey my brother, the reason you don't like this is because this is what you're doing to you. This is what you do. And if it's not what you're doing, you want to do it, it's in your heart somewhere. So Spirit got to bring it out, let you know, hey, this is what you're doing. Moving on. It says, pay attention to the messages that these mirrors provide and take stock of what work that you need to do to improve your own self-awareness and personal growth. So those very things that we're getting angry about, those things that make us envious, those things that make us jealous, those things that make us mad or that make us sad and we want to cry, even the things that make us happy, we got to pay attention to all of it. We got to pay attention to all of it, because it's showing us something about us that Spirit wants us to know, needs us to know. And I think that even once we get the messages and we start trying to make those changes, changing the things that we need to about ourselves, then these relationships that could be rocky, these things that we could be resistant to, they either gonna fall off or they're gonna get right. Oh, that's a word. That's a word. Big Goddess 1111 Cortez said that she has. So she's talking about she noticed the mirrors around her. Uba Assyrian says embrace and learn from the reflections. Yes, even if they ugly, my nigga. Why did I just get real gangster right there? But I just had to. So even if they ugly, my nigga, look at that. Look at that. That's you somewhere. And you got to sit with yourself and be honest. Face your shadow. Uba Asterian, that's going to resonate with you because that's in your reading that it's uploading now. Matter of fact, it just uploaded. I started on this live while I was waiting on that to upload. It has uploaded. So after this video, Uba, I will be messaging you your link so you can get so you can get started looking at what you would ask me about. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, real quick, before I get off of here, if anybody wants to book a reading with me, you guys, you can do so at prettycoachoracles.com. Look on there, see what reading best accommodates you, what also accommodates your pockets, honey. And let's get it on and popping. I'd love to work with you. You understand? I do. I love what I do. I love what I do. Okay. Also, I'm gonna put my what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna put the my store for the Pretty Souls gang, because I feel like everybody that's associated with me, you got a pretty soul. Okay? You got a pretty soul. That's why you go through the shit that you go through. It's all about making you pretty on the inside though first, and then on the outside you probably cute too. Moving on. Moving on, the Pretty Souls Gang is the name of my store. I'll put that in the comments too so that you guys can check that out and that you can support y'all sis like this, okay? Support me like that too, all right? Moving on, I'm really trying to do this full time. So I don't know if I shared this on any of my other lives, but I was recently fired from my job. And this is the thing, I'm not looking for pity. I don't even want your sympathy, and I don't want you to go and support my store just because I'm telling you this. I'm letting you know this because I'm trying to tell y'all about how real that this spiritual work is for me. Okay, for me, and I'm not saying that it's not real even if I was to go get another job, because I'm still looking to get more work, but I want to do work from home because I want to be free and at liberty to do this. Okay, but to me, spiritual work is really important to me. It's very important. So when I lost my job, when I tell y'all, part of me was so happy because I was like, I need to get on my hustle and I just need to get on my grind, and I really need to pour all of my energy into this because this is what I feel that I'm called to. This is what I'm passionate about. Okay, self-love, self-care, all of that. All of that, and readings for people because I feel like it's helpful. So moving on, that's all I want to say with that. Moving on, I'll put that in the comments a little bit later, okay? Yes, thank you. Hashtag Pretty Souls Gang. Yes, that's us. So here is the affirmation that's along with this card. Okay, also the archangel that's associated with this gemstone and this affirmation is Archangel Zadkiel. Okay, and if you haven't looked up these archangels before, when you hear them, please go check them out, you guys. You can get even way more insight about them and how you can work with them and everything in our everyday life. Moving on. So here is the affirmation for us today. It says that I objectively, that's really important, guys, right? Being objective, because us who are emotional beings, right? If we deal with this emotionally, we'll get pissed every time, or our feelings will become hurt first every time. We will miss what Spirit is trying to teach us about ourselves, how Spirit is trying to educate us so we can move on to the whole nother level, so we can get what we asking for, right? So objectively, it says, I objectively observe myself in my interactions with others. I watch my words and actions from various perspectives. I work towards self-improvement at every opportunity. I notice the mirrors and projections without judgment or preconceptions. And you know what? That's an important gift for us to give both to ourselves and to other people. And the reason that it's important, obviously, is because Spirit teaches us that we're supposed to do ourselves right and do other people right. Right? So if we're not doing ourselves right, then guess what's going to happen? We're not going to do other people right. So we will be judging people who are doing the same shit that we do, having the same type of mentality that we do, but we don't like it when they do it. But we don't see how other people don't like it when we do it. Or we don't see the damage or the trouble or the destruction that we create when we do these same exact things that we don't like that other people do. Okay, so the reason that Spirit is suggesting that you operate in this objectively and that you pay attention to what other people do and you do so without judgment and without preconception is because you know good and God doggone well you wouldn't want somebody judging you for what you're doing, because a lot of times we don't recognize that we too do the same things that we don't like that other people do. And then we sit in the seat of judgment on them, and then Spirit got to allow at that point for us to see just how we do it. So even if it don't happen right then and there, at some point in your life where you sat in the seat of judgment about somebody, it's going to come back on you, and you're going to finally understand. You're going to finally realize, oh, that's what that was like, or that's what that must be like. And then you have compassion in that place because now you went through it. And you experienced the very thing that you projected or that you put on to other people. You experienced that for yourself for the first time, firsthand, and now you know how that feels. And now you'll offer compassion to people, especially in that particular situation and circumstance. Who is this? Nope, not right this second, guys. Sorry, I'm busy. So anyways, let me see what some of the, let's see. Big Goddess 1111 Cortez says, do you do one question readings? I do have one question readings. Yes, I do, my love. They are on the site too. I want to say that those are about $10. Uba Asterian said, I got you. So she knew what I was talking about when I get ready to send her stuff. Fit Goddess 1111 Cortez says, yes, everything happens for you. Fit Goddess 1111 Cortez says, I like that. All praises to the Most High. What else I'm on? Okay, what else I'm on? Yeah, that's it, guys. That's the reading. So we are to notice the mirrors and the projections without judgment or preconceptions. That's what Spirit wants us to do. You're welcome, honey bun. You are so welcome. I'm about to put those in the comments now, but this is the end of the reading, you guys. Thank you to all of my pretty souls who joined me today. I'm so grateful for you guys. I really am. I mean, I would probably do this anyway because I just love doing this, but you guys make it even more funner. Yeah, I said funner. You know it's not a word. We're smart around here, but I still said it. It makes it funner. Funner. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this in here. I hope I get it right because I probably won't. I'll be always forgetting. Okay. Clearly, I'm loud. I'm very excited. I feel very good. I feel like my endorphins, I don't know, I feel like they're just up high. Like I just had a whole exercise, you know. I ain't exercised nothing, girl. I ain't exercised nothing but this spirit, honey. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up everything. I want to start getting back into actually doing each sign's readings, but I ain't gonna lie, that took so much damn energy. And with me and my little husband who oh guys, there was one more thing I wanted to do. The overall energy for the affirmation cards was this card. It's called Solar Sights. And I'm going to read this too because I think it applies to us as well. It says, are you trying to process a lot of information? And it says, take the time to sort out all that is happening. Write in a journal. Make it your intentions to remember your dreams. Record your thoughts and memories upon waking up. Find peace as you process each nugget of information, awareness, and spiritual growth. So I feel like this reading was so spirit-led. It's just not funny. Like everything just meshed together. Everything meshed together. So anyway, let me go ahead and get my store. And let me get my store link. I will put it in the description. In the chat. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Big Goddess 1111 Cortez says, hey, you made it a word. Girl, child, the Lord. It's the Lord that did it. It's the creator that's in all of us that did that, honey. Uba Asterian said, indeed so. I'm so thankful to find like-minded and girl. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? There is nothing like finding a damn tribe. I promise. There is a, oh, she said your funner word. Okay. She said you made it. Oh. Girl, it's a word. You right. Just because I said this word. Now it's real. Now we can use it. But yeah, man, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have. And it's crazy that it's usually damn strangers. But then y'all like not strangers because your spirits are the fucking same. I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop cussing. I just put the Pretty Souls Gang store in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and also put my website where you guys can book a reading if you want to, prettycoachoracles.com. I love y'all with the love of the Most High. I promise I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna stop saying that I love y'all so much, but it is true. It's just true. It's nothing I can do about that. But anyways, yeah, guys, that's that with that. That's what Spirit said. And now we're going to drop the mic. Y'all have a wonderful day, okay? And don't be strangers. Find me on Facebook, y'all. Naeem Shakam. I do have a lot of profiles, but the one that I should have up, I should have my picture, like what was on this live. It's like a little cartoon picture of me. That'll be me. So add me or follow me if you don't want to add me. I do understand. And also please like my Facebook page, The Pretty Coach Oracles. Okay, I'm done. I promise I'm done. I say all. So be it. Shalom. Nothing missing and nothing broken. Wholeness to you guys. Peace, love, light, and darkness, and balance with one another, working in harmony. We out of here. Hmm.